Dextrose, hi. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Dextrose, hi. Welcome in. Wow, okay. Why am I one thing decided to unmute there? I don't know. Wait, yay, scruff. Excellent. Of course, right before I start stream, it's like, yeah, all of your tabs are on mute. Just kidding. No, they're not. Anyway, hi Dextrose, how are you? I hope you're doing well. So we are going to be doing a bit more study time and ASMR today. Oh, you're doing homework too. Awesome. Okay, well, I hope this stream will help you get into maximum study vibes. And we are actually going to be using a productivity app / game called Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions to help out with that. So that's kind of the plan. So please do get settled on in. And I hope this stream is productive and relaxing for you. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna spend a few minutes just chatting like this for a little bit. Give people some time to come into the stream so they're not like, oh no, I missed the opening part. change my name. Anyway, good to have you here, Dragon. Good to see you. It's been a while. So yeah, we are gonna just be doing some studying today, which might mean I'm not doing a ton of talking. You don't have to, you'll be Mom regardless. Yep. I guess that is my more official name now. It's just Mom. Which I'm fine with. I'm totally cool with that. Okay. Alright, so let me show you all. If you weren't here for yesterday's stream, let me show you a bit about the productivity app we will be using. So this is one little part of it. Sorry. So you get to customize your character, you get to customize your room, all that kind of good stuff, and you can set timers and to-do lists and all that good stuff. So I really like it, and you can kind of choose like music and that whole thing. So I kind of like this because at least here at the desk I get to sit in a wheelchair, which is nice because I actually use a wheelchair in real life. So I kind of like that I get to approximate myself here. Not a lot of people know that. When they first meet me, they're like, "Hey, yo, what?" Yes, I am actually a wheelchair user. Have been since I was really, really, really little. It's one of the reasons why my model Also, please let me know if I need to adjust anything sound or vocal wise. Let me know. It sounds good on my end, but my end is, not always. a specific genre in mind. I do have a couple of books that people said they would be interested in having me read, like Dante's Inferno, Paradise Lost, of course, some more H.P. Lovecraft, but I think that will be better suited for, like spooky month kind of thing. You should read the Odyssey. I could do that. It's been a long time since I've read it. I actually read it in middle school, I believe. I think it was an abridged version, though. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome to the brood, dear. I am now your tiefling queen and your tiefling mom. Please feel free to come get a hug if you would like one, or if that's not your thing, please feel free to get comfy and chat. We're just doing a bit of studying today, so I probably won't be talking as much because I gotta read a bunch of stuff from my college classes, but thank you so much for being here. I hope you'll get nice and comfy and relaxed and just enjoy some chill time. Although I like to call the Divine Comedy, containing all three of Dante's stories. I'm glad you can relax. I'm glad you're here with us today. Like I said, I might not be talking very much, but I will be trying to interact with chat when I can. But thank you for being here. Robert E. Howard might be nice. I need to look into that in order to recommend. Yeah, I've heard he might be interesting to read. So, I think we will have plenty of options. With that, because that particular reading takes a lot of picking through various levels of information, so that's why I have smaller doses. It's actually a pretty because otherwise it would be like 80 whole pages to read in 1 week, starting next week. And so I saw that and I was like, no, we're not doing that. We're not reading 80 pages in 1 week, because I will not be able to, like, retain information that way. Sometimes I do play games, but if I do, it's typically in ASMR mode. So, speaking on that, I've actually played some Diablo 3 in ASMR mode. So it means I go around playing and I have, like, the game sounds up more and all that good stuff. So yeah, I do play games. Not very often, but I do play them. But since I just started a new semester at college, we might do games like once every couple of weeks or something, mostly depending on my schedule and how much work I have to do. Okay, so this next thing I'm gonna have to read is gonna pretty much cover my entire screen, so if I'm a little bit behind on responding, that is going to be why. But I will check every once in a while imagine, like, the best possible thing. I'm going to teach my public communication class how to write stories effectively for my speech. Super excited. That's so cool. Golly, good to see you, dear. How are you? How are you, dear? Good to see you. Coming in for the comfy vibes again, I see. Good, I'm comfy. Good. That's what we want. Absolute comfiness. That's what we want, absolutely. So I've just been doing some reading. I'm reading a pretty technical article right now, so I'm not super responsive, but hopefully the volume on everything is good. Game volume, music volume, all that good stuff. Please do let me know if something needs to be adjusted. I think I'm really gonna like this positive psychology stuff. I think it has a lot of cool tools for helping clients focus on kind of the things to be grateful for. Having you on while doing some gaming. Perfect. I like to think of myself as a good background companion. Just have me on while you're doing whatever. I'm not offended in the least at all. Have a fun time gaming, dear. Interventions that focus on reviewing past experiences includes life review therapy, focusing on integration of difficult life events. I think that might be useful for quite a few people I know. Well, do let me know if there are any tea redeems. I will, but I'm already armed with a cup of tea already, so I'll let you know if I get another one. Sister Rose, welcome in. Thank you. So, this is actually an amazing little game called Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions. I'm glad you're adjusting to my ASMR. I know you said it kind of wigged you out. So, anyway, welcome in. Welcome in. Speaking of tea redeem, golly, I just got a tea redeem. Now I'm gonna have 2 cups of tea. Yeah, there is music. I just kind of have it turned down a bit more. know, because I wanted you to be able to hear, like, game sounds and stuff, but... Yeah, that's not you personally. Yeah. Yeah, I try not to do that too much. How about now? I kinda had it turned down so you could hear, like, game noises and stuff. Thank you. Oh, I guess that's why I started getting into ASMR. People were like, yo, TV, your voice is really suited for this, and I was just like, okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, hold on. Okay. I boosted it a little bit. A little bit more. Okay, everybody's still good. I don't want anyone else freaking out. I'm just working on some reading right now. Oh, there goes the clock. That sounds like a great plan. This is the perfect time to work on something like a D&D character. That sounds really fun. Oh yeah, there's a new D&D on Earth Arcana out. Just released today. Well, I might have to take a look at that at some point. Maybe when I'm done with a bit more of my reading, we might take a look. Wow, okay. If you're playing D&D, I play with you. I have a lot of friends who play. I haven't wanted to play a lot recently. Just, I don't know, a lot of things going on with the community. I kind of lost my female boner for it, you know what I mean? Seems the purple dragon knight is actually gonna get a purple amethyst dragon companion. Okay, I'm here for this. Similar to the Beastmaster Ranger. Yes. Yes. I'll make some tea. Yeah, TV. Exactly. Yeah. That's really cool. Okay, we might have to, like, take a little look. Andy, welcome in here. Good to see you. How are you doing today? I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good myself. Just trying to get some more reading done. Sent you the PDF, okay. So we might look at it near the end of stream, maybe. Or though I might wanna, like, save that for something. We'll see. Because I have a lot of reading I should try to get through today. Take your time, dear. Okay. So yeah, for anyone who's curious about the game productivity tool that I'm using, it's called Spirit Lo-Fi Sessions, and I like it quite a bit. So, like I was saying, I have not been playing a lot of D&D recently. see. I do have quite a bit of stuff I have to get through today, so we'll see how much brain power I have left after everything, you know. No, I get you with everything going on. D&D feels so 2024. It kind of does. I hate to be that influencer, but it kind of feels that way. I mean, I'm sure there are still some good things about, like, the concept of D&D, but there's a lot of stuff going on right now in the community overall that I'm just like, now with so many things going on in the world, I'm just like, I don't know if I have, like, the brain space for D&D when just, I don't know, so much of life itself is just, I don't know, out of control for so many people. It's kind of hard to want to go into a fantasy land when a lot of people you know are, like, struggling to make daily life, like, work for them, you know, especially with some of the stuff going on in this country right now. It's just kind of like, holy shit, you know. I try not to get, like, too political, but yeah. Welcome in, Millennial, welcome in, dear. Runia, welcome. How are we doing today? I'm just doing a little bit more studying. I hope you are well. I hope you are able to stay calm. And, you know, be sure to take more time for yourself if you need. I'm doing very well, thank you for asking. Don't let them steal your joy, though. We can be angry and fight and still have things we love and rally around them. That's true. Very true. Sister Rose. I agree. It can just be kind of hard for, you know, an optimistic person like me. That sounds like a good plan, Runia. It can be hard for a person like me who's pretty optimistic most of the time. I'm doing okay working on a psychological horror story of mine. Very, very cool. I love psychological horror, actually. It's more of my favorite than, you know, gratuitous violence or anything like that. I like stuff that plays with your mind. Yeah. I mean, I will always try to keep up my optimism as much as I can. As someone living in Canada, I get the fears with what's happening, yeah. I love gore when it's campy, not when it's played straight, yeah. Though I get it super hard to be that way these days. Listen, I am full of optimism. I run on optimism, but I guess what I'm saying is it can be very hard for a person like me to just, like, realize how many people just literally don't care about other people. Sure, you can give a short description if you want. And if you don't mind sharing it with people, I'd like to read it when you're done. Wow, that sounds interesting. I've heard of Shudder, like that horror film series thing. It must be good. Stop motion was another good one. Interesting, I'll have to look that up. When it's done, I have planned to have it self-published. That's really cool. I've self-published a couple of things. Under my given name, though. Though I suppose there's no better time to have stories against BBEGs. Yeah, true too. Yeah. That's true. Netflix is kind of notorious for canceling stuff like out of the blue. It's why people value superhero stories and why they need them. Oh, that makes me sad to hear in this study that was done. Well-being was not significantly improved by using expressive writing. That makes me sad. How about we do creative writing instead? So that we fantasify what we've been through, and just instead of writing word for word what we've experienced, I think there's a way to do writing in a way that is beneficial for people, says the writer. I think creative writing has wonderful, wonderful, wonderful things that it can do for people. Look at Dark Crystal and Mystery Science. Yeah, the return when it comes to Netflix canceling things. I went to a bad spot in my creative writing. Oh, that's not good, Reaper. Sounds like you missed opportunities to bump the brakes a little bit. So the story is about a woman who wakes in a place with a black void sky, a blood red ocean. She can't recall her own name, but nothing else. She wanders. The ocean of blood feels like it's not there. She comes across a red step pyramid. Oh, very interesting. Well, that's good though. That's productive. I like to hear that. I guess I'm kind of personally biased to that. I think creative writing has a wonderful ability for us to put what we've been through on another canvas or another surface. I've taken to having a milk tea, by the way. That sounds good. First chapter on stream and post it on YouTube later for people to listen to. I think that's really cool that you did that. That was what a therapist told me to do. Made a story out of what I was dealing with to try to get a better understanding. Well, I would agree with that therapist then, because for the people for whom that works, what it can as much as I can for as many clients, but treating them like individuals. Of course. Because not everything works the same for everybody. Turkish supernatural fantasy drama called Samaran. That sounds really fun. I like the sound of that. If I'm a bit delayed in responding, it's because I'm gonna... It's... Okay, so it's actually an option that you can choose. I believe it's in... Is it in here? No. No, that's not where you go for that. Okay, no, this is where you go. It's actually an option in here, so you can choose all types of seating arrangements. So I chose the wheelchair because I actually use one in real life, and I am actually sitting at my desk in my wheelchair doing studying, so I really like that this game bothered to put that in as an option. They didn't have to, and they did. Yes, I can. Oops, here, let me... Hold on. Gonna pause that. Put away my to-do list. And then do that. No. Gonna put away my timer. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Sure, go ahead. Mostly for an art ref, you can go for it. Yeah, that's fine. Hey, if the vibes are good, they're good. You know? Hammy, welcome back. Welcome back. Be safe out there, Hammy. I can try to get one. Okay, I got one. I'll have to send it to you in a bit. A war priest. Okay, that's pretty cool. I run Path of Light, which is really interesting. It's usually associated with the college star. I like the idea of a dream domain Sufi Muslim. Very cool. I like that. But you know me. I like anything that's very culturally referenced. That is so neat. Yeah, I might do so. And I don't know, we'll have to see. We'll have to see how far my brain melts. Yeah, I agree totally, Rose. I definitely would agree with that. I think there's a way that you can express knowledge and appreciation for a culture that is also not being overly sensitive, but also just being knowledgeable, before you incorporate something. I think we talked about this because in my previous model, some people had problems with my mystic outfit, and I actually think that's why you and I ended up talking about it, because I was well, wait, I did my best to be inspired by a culture, but also not trying to be an asshole. Coyotes, and they usually attack things that are smaller than them, yeah. Still, be careful. Be careful out there. Yeah, so that's kind of the thing. It's I understand, I would never purposely be offensive to somebody. That's the last thing I want. But some people just get weird about that stuff, so I don't know. And even when you do your best, somebody's probably gonna be offended somewhere. But at least try to be a bit knowledgeable. If you need to. If you need to rest, please do. That's the most important, okay? That goes for anyone else in chat. If you need to rest, if you need to lie down, you don't have to get my permission. Please take whatever time you need to relax. Tough out there sometimes to relax and get enough sleep, so okay. Very well. We're in the part of this article with just a bunch of numbers on tables. Folks, welcome in. Welcome in, dear. Good to see you on the YouTube side. Good to see you, dear. is everything? I hope you are doing well. I hope everything has been okay for you. Okay, I think I'm gonna put this article down and start another one. I think it has some pretty, decent information, but I'm also just I just want to know, more specifics about, positive psychology in general, too many of that. Too much of that, number crunching stuff, and I start losing track of what I'm doing here. Okay, let's hope one of our other articles is better. Let's hope it's more straightforward. Okay. The big thing I'm doing with my Deep Gnome too, my GM suggests the idea that Deep Gnome communities are almost like different Fallout vaults because they're sanctioned off. That's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, that makes sense. So in my vision, some Deep Gnomes have reptilian horns and tails. There's legend that a dragon protected them from the dangers of the Underdark and sleeps there. Very cool. I like that. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and cross that off while I decide what the next... Come on in. While I decide what the next thing is, Okay, you better get ready, my little monsters. Mama is fueled with 2 cups of tea. You heard that right? 2 cups of tea. This tiefling is totally fueled. You better be ready. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm gonna turn down the sensitivity on my mic. I think that might have been a bit too sensitive. Yikes. Okay. I think the hubby just gave me s'mores tea because I taste chocolate. Chocolate and marshmallow. Delicious. I hope I'm right. Dragonheim vibes. Oh yeah, that's another environment that I think is pretty cool. Yay, the s'mores tea. That's kind of another environment in D&D that I think is pretty cool. Even with all the corruption and stuff. Okay. Okay, I'm going to hide these for a second. Spiritographer rank 6. Nice work. Okay. So now what we can do, and I've heard strange right. I wondered what it could be. Okay. I think I see what we're supposed to do with this. Obviously. It has something to do with the bed region. So, oh, that's cute. Okay. Actually, let's go to the decor part. Oops. Okay, wait. Can we do anything here to, like, see under the bed? I don't know. I don't actually know what we're supposed to do here. I'm not actually sure how we're supposed to, like, solve that, thing. Maybe put extra light. Maybe that's how we're supposed to do it. Put, like, an extra lighting fixture. Maybe. It's kind of a riddle for a reason. Okay, so maybe it kind of matters what, like, lighting fixture we do. Maybe, I have no idea. Okay, will do. Hold on. Let me just see if I can find something that's gonna help us shine a little bit of light on our situation. Okay, I guess we'll figure that out later. Well, I mean, some people do study like that. What can I say? You take a flamethrower and light them up. Oh no. But then we light the whole room on fire, and that probably wouldn't be good now, would it? I mean, just because someone's in a wheelchair doesn't, like, no, not necessarily, honey. I used to be able to do that. So, just because they're in a wheelchair does not mean they don't have any leg strength. Remember that. Because I used to be able to do this, and then I lost a little bit of my mobility, so yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing this for long. It's personally not very comfortable to me, but anyway, we got a picture, and I'm still trying to figure out how to unlock this new spirit. Yeah, for some people it would. Okay, we gotta find some way to illuminate under the bed. I'm not sure how we're meant to go about doing that. I would guess it's like a decor thing. Specifically, like, near the bed or something. Okay, those are just things. Okay, I wonder if it, like, matters. Oh. Yeah, okay. Okay, hold on. Okay, that's a weird angle. Alright, okay. Okay, there we go. much of a tab as she ran up. I know I have a lot of spirit bucks. I could choose to spend it on more stuff. But I can't think of anything that I want to decorate with right now, so. Alright, I should see if there's one other article that I want to try to read while we're having study time here. Holy roly. Mayhaps, though for TV, the chair is important. Well, I actually do need one in real life, so that is kind of a very personal choice for me. Welcome in, Melon. Sure, I could use any other chair if I wanted, but I like to see that they put one in there. Because I actually do use one in real life. And I'm actually sitting in one right now while I'm sitting, believe it or not. So. Most people wouldn't know it unless I told them. But yeah, I'm usually pretty vocal about that kind of thing. Oh yeah, I remember I tried starting to read this article yesterday, and it was kind of dense, but we're gonna try to get through. A bit more. So sure, the chair can't get on the bed, but at least the desk is close to the bed. Yes, absolutely right. Mom's wheelchair that she had before. Yeah, that too. That's a good reason too. People, wheelchairs mean different things to different people. I would hope that maybe over time people can have a more positive association with wheelchairs, because for a lot of people who grow up needing them, wheelchairs are freedom. They are autonomy, not just a sign of sickness or ill health, But anyway, that's just me. Okay, so Little Monsters. For the next article I'm gonna read, I'm gonna have to have it on super full screen, which means I'm probably not gonna be able to read chat messages for a hot minute. But like I said, I will check as frequently as I can. I chose this article because it's one of the shorter ones that I have available to read from. So just FYI. But I will try to check more often. Okay, so I chose this article because it only has about 14 pages, whereas the other one I was reading had 28. And it was getting a little bit too hard to read and enjoy, so executive decision, I decided to move to a different article so that my brain doesn't fry. Also just double checking the volume is still good and everything, right? Nothing else got weird or anything. I'm drinking a black cherry energy drink. Be careful with that, dear. Okay, good to know. Oh, wait. I'm forgetting something, aren't I? Okay. For some reason, that timer helps me focus a bit more. So I'm gonna at least put that on. Did you know that a creature that has 3 eyes like that cat? Yep, pretty much. Yep, that's exactly right, Reaper. So I got my cat looking out for me, making sure nothing comes in and does anything weird while I'm studying. Yes. Yes, very true, Reaper. Welcome in, Cinnamon. How are you doing today? We are just doing a little bit of studying. I hope you're doing well today. If you feel so inclined, you may use this time to just rest and relax or get a project done. Whatever you would like. Since I am in the middle of studying, I probably won't be doing too much talking, but welcome in. Great to have you. I hope you enjoy your stay. Just reading some articles right now for some of my college classes. This is some pretty interesting stuff. I'm doing some research on something called positive psychology interventions. So I'm actually studying to be a mental health therapist. So I'm actually having to read some articles for some classes I'm taking to continue getting my degree so that I can help people. It's a lot of work, but it's rewarding. Some days are like harder than others, because of the amount of work, but I just try to get through however I can. Hold on, I'm gonna hydrate really quick. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Mouse, stop it. Okay, I'm gonna put myself on mute for a second. I am currently on 2 out of 3 years. So I have 1 more year this year of coursework, and then next year I have my internship. That's so cool. That sounds delicious. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting my internship. I'm just hoping right now that someone will take me for my internship. A lot of the places that I've tried to interview at are already full. So that's been a little bit disheartening. It's been like, damn, okay, next. I'm sure I will land something eventually. Just gotta keep going, Just one of those things. But yeah, please feel free to get comfortable. Work on a project, read a book, play a game, learn a language, whatever it is you want to work on today. Go for it. Like a game, you don't progress if you don't make progress. And if one or multiple ways are blocked, try to look around. Pretty much, yeah. So you just gotta stay clever, stay motivated. friendo, who's a sheep tuber, is the sheep in the zodiac. Oh my. Well, then that is all the more reason I'm gonna have to hunt him down and make sure we give him a raid today. We're gonna have to do a raid message. That's tiefling tiger mama raid. Rawr. One interesting thing I'm learning from reading all these scholarly articles is that there are some people who know how to write well for scholarly articles, and then there are people that just, it has so much jargon, I can't. So, not every scholarly article is created equal. Some of these are definitely easier to read. Which is why I would definitely say I think higher education has a bit of a communication problem. Because there's this whole language of academia, and unless you know how to navigate it, you're gonna end up feeling lost pretty quickly. And I'm one of those people that, even though I like intellectual pursuits, I'm just like, could you say this simply and clearly so that more people have an easier time, like, understanding you? And understanding, like, relevant information. Like, it's all well and good if you can write in the fancy, academic language, but it's gonna do very little, if not very many people understand you. I'll be back after having to. Okay, take care. Have a good dinner. satisfied with at the end? Like, if you think of all three of those things, which one of those things do you think that if you did today, you would feel really good about yourself? Which one of those makes you feel like, oh yeah, if I got that done, then I would feel good about myself, or more relaxed? Yeah, I guess it just kind of like depends on what is a feeling you want to have more. Do you want to feel more relaxed? Do you want to feel more accomplished? Well, if I continue my story making, it would make my mind. Well then, okay. I think in the interest of kind of looking out for your mind, then maybe I would ask you, how do you feel about finishing the anime you started watching? How does that make you feel? When you think about finishing that, because what's more important for me, for you, is what do you think is going to make you feel more relaxed, more at ease, and not like you have too much going on? Because it sounds like you've been dealing with a little bit of overstimulation lately. So I'm wondering which of those other two activities would be better for you and less overstimulating. Is that a good thing? Is that a good thing, Reaper? Or is that gonna create other problems? Amanda, welcome in. Welcome in, dear. We've just been doing some more studying this afternoon. Managed to finally get around to watching Boji the Rock. I love that anime. I like the way that it talks about, like, you know, what it's like to deal with anxiety and social things. I would also say, like, my body is very much like a Boji. My body does a lot of freaking out for, like, needless reason. It just decides to go nuts every once in a while and just overreact to a bunch of stuff. And so, like with Boji, I have to tell my body to calm down and relax. It's funny, I'm still getting used to, like, studying on stream. You know, it's like I've done it for so long in my life where it's just a lonely activity. And so getting used to doing this on stream and hanging out with everybody is definitely something new. But I hope people enjoy the vibe. I know it's not typical, like, ASMR stuff, but hey. We're trying out some stuff here. Yesterday I had my stream information marked as the game itself. And so I just decided to mark this as ASMR today, since we are kind of in whisper mode. is in ASMR, but I'm also experimenting with like a different time slot, right? Because I don't usually do ASMR this early in the day. I just don't typically. And so yeah, I guess I'm doing a little bit of experimentation. Who knows if it's actually doing a thing or not, but oh well. You know, we're just having a study session. I don't know. I'm not, like, gaming is not really where I feel like my strength is. You know, I enjoy playing games, but I don't know if I really enjoy doing that very much on stream. Just because the games I do enjoy, you know, they're kind of in one family of games, like mostly Diablo, because they're top down and I can do them with a mouse. I also wouldn't describe myself as like hardcore gamer, really. I mean, I've done games in the past, and I've done games in ASMR mode, which I kind of prefer because then you don't get like the gamer bros. Yeah, fair enough, I guess. I don't freaking know. Anyway, we're gonna finish this stream out as it is, and then maybe for the next couple of study streams we'll do it at full volume so you all get to appreciate my non-whisper voice. Yikes. Right. It's just kind of one of those things. Like, I enjoy games, but a lot of the gamer culture, especially on streaming platforms, I don't typically enjoy. Just because people can get really, like, fussy about stuff, you know? And I'm just not often in a mood to, you know, deal with all that. You know, I kind of wish it wasn't that way, and I kind of wish I had the attitude to just tell various people to fuck off, but, you know, because I'm trying to be a comfy, cozy presence, I would really prefer not to be in a scenario where I'm, like, battling it out with my chat, you know. I have worked very hard to try to build a community that, is kind and caring and patient and stuff, so. That could be funny with watch me counsel play games, yeah. I guess so. is beginning to, like, revolt. So, yeah, okay. We can play Smash. I hope you mean Smash Brothers, not Smash Me. How do you gamer gals and bros deal with all it? They don't. They don't deal with it very well. But anyway. Okay, I think I need to get my brain a break for a minute. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I am going to... I'm just gonna be like this for a minute. My brain is like frying on me, so... So I need to just sit and veg out for a second. No reading, no thinking, just like chilling out for a minute. Okay, that stuff on my eyeballs, even with glasses. Newer version of Smash Bros. Very cool. And, I suppose I could, yeah. I suppose I could do that. Would I be changing categories as well then? Gotta stim it, my brain hurts. Sorry. My brain is just like... I mean, I feel like if I go on a short break, I should probably change categories. Yeah, it could be just chatting since... Okay. So, alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna go on a short break, okay? Give my brain a break, go take a bio break and stuff. I will be right back. My dears, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna take a quick break. I will be right back. Please use this time to get drinks or snacks or whatever, okay? Be right back. Behave. No climbing on the furniture. No hanging upside down from the chandelier. Behave. Okay, everyone, I'm back. Thank you for waiting. Oh my lord, why did my tabs get unmuted again? Okay, sorry. Sorry, everybody. Reaper, that's some pretty spicy writing. Okay, so anyway, I thought that maybe yes, we could look at that new unearthed arcana thing that Collie mentioned earlier. I thought we could look at that a little bit before ending stream. Okay, so give me a minute because I need to make sure I can open it up and then show it to you. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and close that article that I was reading, and we're gonna go over here and see what this has got for us here. PDF is open. Alright, we can go ahead. Hide the game for now. Hide that and whoa. Nexus, welcome in. You're just in time. We were about to look at some new D&D stuff that Collie brought my attention to because I have been way too busy studying for college to kind of pay attention. So thanks to him, I kind of found out about this new stuff from an unearthed arcana thing that was released either today or yesterday. Can you all even see any of that? I can zoom in a bit more. Okay, okay, I might need to that's not where I need to fix that. I need to fix so that it's not giving away Mom's private information. We don't want that. And I will zoom in a bit more. Can you see it now? Okay. How is that? I think that's pretty good, but you'll have to let me know. Okay, Forgotten Realms subclasses is what this is called. So the thing that I am going to be most interested in is the Purple Dragon Knight, and maybe Spellfire Sorcery, maybe. So again, no need to read the whole thing. Okay, I get you. Moonshay folktales. Interesting. Using folktales. I kind of like this. Tale of life. Tale of gloom. Tale of mirth. That kind of reminds me of the bard subclass that also used stories. This kind of reminds me of like another version of that. Primal Lorist. What an interesting title. You learn Druidic and one cantrip from the Druid spell list. It really kind of gives me the very much like a folklore, sort of mysterious, kind of around the fire kind of storytelling vibe. I have a couple of like characters in my world that might fit that very well. No, I have not heard of that term before. Please do enlighten me. The swamp siren, this could work for her. Sounds like it. Blessing of moon wells. Okay, moonbeam spell. Bolstered folktales. The power of your Moonshay folktales improves when you use your Tale of Life or Tale of Mirth. Interesting. So it's like a beefed up story basically, where you can just be like, alright everybody, listen up. I have a story for you. Okay, knowledge domain cleric. Okay, so more like a brainy version of this, so that we don't just have like the Arcana cleric. Great, gonna have a lunar elf moon bard. How much more spacey can that get? Yeah, I'm doing an Ogma domain. Reef left his dream because there's a good bit of psychic. That sounds fun. Okay. Blessing of knowledge, artisans, tools. Okay. I guess that works. Wait. I just realized. Okay. Thank you, Collie, for changing the category. I was just gonna wonder if that had been done yet or not. Also, since we are at full volume now, How is the volume balance? Do I need to turn down the microphone? Synaptic static. That's an interesting one. That's I mean, I guess I can see that because like that's one of the few that you could roleplay like with the power of your mind. You're basically like putting out those synaptic vibes. So I guess it fits for domain spells. That's kind of interesting for a cleric, but I guess it makes sense. Mind magic. As a magic action, you can expend one use of your channel divinity to manifest your magical knowledge. Okay, so basically can do that to get something when you need it. Kind of like a little bit of like a borrowed knowledge type of feature where you can just say, okay, I want to know about this, or I want to like know how to do this magic or whatever. Where you can do whatever you set your mind to be, pretty much. Unfettered mind, you gain telepathy out to 60 feet. You can simultaneously contact a number of creatures equal to your wisdom modifier. That's weird. Like, okay, I understand that clerics are usually wisdom based, but in this case I would say like int or wisdom. I don't know. That's just me. Divine foreknowledge. As a bonus action, you magically expand your mind to the possibilities of the future. For 1 hour, you have advantage on D20 tests. Okay, so basically like portend or, you know, those other kinds of things. I guess that works. That's pretty good for 1 hour. But I also think that would be kind of a headache for the poor DM. Because they'd be like, wait a minute. You get to just like predict stuff for the next hour. So you can have a tanked knowledge cleric. How do you know your stuff? My God. See, no, but here's... I probably would not allow that. Like, if I were ever to DM a campaign with this option in it, I would say, listen, if you want to be a knowledge cleric, you cannot tank thy int. You cannot. Primary knowledge god in the Forgotten Realms? Yes. So I would... Here's the thing. If you're going to be a knowledge cleric, I understand clerics are wisdom-based, but also... You still have to be mentally... You still have to have mental acuity, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So if I were the DM for this, I would say you need to have a reasonable int score to run this character. Especially if they're gonna have so many mind-based powers. For me, that has to be absolutely the the deal on that. But anyway, I suppose the portent could be in that class, and 17th is fine. It doesn't step on the diviner. No, it doesn't. I suppose it's fine for that level. The only real way it works is if you have amnesia after you have your avatar moment. Well, then maybe I could make a cleric and name them Edgar Casey. For those of you who don't know, Edgar Casey was a very famous psychic and intuitive, and when he would go into his trances, he was able to share a lot of knowledge, and then when he was out of his trance, he would forget everything. So, I don't know, maybe only in a case like that, where, yes, they have all this knowledge while they're connected to thy God, but the minute they lose that connection, then they go back to being their normal self. I guess that's kind of what I would do. Basically, like, you get more of your knowledge from your connection with the divine in that way. Seems like it was kind of inspired in a way by that. Okay. I'm getting confused because of how this is like laid out. This is why sometimes I don't like these files, because I'm like, okay, they start down here and they continue up there, and it's confusing for mom's poor eyeballs. I also get encounter power that if someone fails a skill check, they can add my wisdom mod to it. Sweet. So Casey mixed with the spoon benders. Yeah, why not? I mean, in a way, I would love to have that cleric class. You know? Because that would be kind of the, like, a thing where my mind is the strong part. In a way. I think it's kind of cool. I think it's a cool mix. Alright, let's look at the one I'm most interested in. Purple Dragon Knight Fighter. Let's see what it says here. Okay, let's read over the main updates. Nightly Envoy, formerly Royal Envoy, has been moved to level 3. And now lets you learn an additional language and cast Comprehend Languages. Knowledge Clerics also get weapon proficiency with very large and heavy hardcover books. I love that. I love that. Purple Dragon Companion is a new feature that gives the Purple Dragon Knight a dragon companion. Yay! Yay for dragon companions. Dragon Rider is a new feature that improves the dragon companion, allowing you to heal it with your second wind and ride it in a limited capacity. Very nice. My philosophy Dream Cleric spiritual weapon was going to be a statue, the thinker she used as a clown. That sounds really fun. Also very, like, comical in a good way. Rallying Surge now lets you choose up to 3 creatures within a more limited radius. It also gives you a retreat option. So for all the dragon Githyanki Dragon Riders plus non-Gith Dragon Riders. Woohoo! So for all you Aragon fans, all you Dragon Riders of Pern fans, people from Pern should apply. Nice. Amethyst Pinnacle is a new feature that again improves your dragon companion, allowing you to ride it unrestricted and attack in tandem. Enduring Commander is a new feature that grants both you and your dragon companion resistances. Very cool. If you live in an upside-down mountain, this is for you. Dragon Rider, what about Spider Rider? Why not, Would be Beastmaster Ranger. And I would probably say definitely, not necessarily like a Dark Elf exclusive, but I would definitely say if you want to ride a giant spider, you definitely have had to have some training in the Underdark or in some strange druid grove where they're riding around on massive insects. Okay, level 3, Purple Dragon Companion. You are bonded with an Amethyst Dragon hatchling that serves as your Purple Dragon Companion and uses the Purple Dragon Companion stat block. An Amethyst Dragon. First of all, we like amethyst around here because amethyst is my birthstone. Second of all, it's purple and it's shiny. And if we're going to be a purple dragon knight, we have to have a purple dragon to ride around on. Just makes sense. That's one of my favorite things about being born in February. Is that's my birthstone, and it looks really pretty and nice. So I think that's really cool. The dragon in combat. In combat, the dragon acts during your turn. It can move and use its reaction on its own. Okay. But the only action it takes is dodge action unless you take a bonus action. Nice to meet you, Clark. Resurrecting the dragon. If the dragon companion has died within the last hour, you can take a magic action to touch the dragon and expend a use of your second wind. This is good. This is good. So that if you really need to, you can be like, no, I'm gonna heal my dragon. I think that's a good choice. Because that would be really, 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 really sad. Please no, moss dragons do not fit in elevators. No, they don't. Okay, so then it's gonna give you the stat block for it, obviously. Shared second wind. That's interesting. When you use your second wind to regain hit points, the dragon also regains hit points equal to 1d6 plus your fighter level. Nice. That's why they can shapeshift purely to fit in elevators for no other reason. Rallying Surge, okay. Amethyst, Pinnacle. I'm going to read this because it seems more important here. You and your purple dragon gain the following benefits. Superior mount. The purple dragon grows to a large size, and both its speed and fly speed increase to 40 feet. Additionally, the dragon no longer falls at the end of a turn if airborne while you're riding it. General, welcome in. This is my shape-shifting dragon. His name is Steve. That's funny. Traumatic purple dragons are deep dragons. They're evil ones, though. I would say some of them are. Maybe not all of them. You know, nature versus nurture kind of thing. But I mean, yeah, I would basically say if you really want to do your Dragon Rider fantasy, then I would say, yeah, you could probably put any dragon in there, but I would probably, like Dragon Riders of Pern, I would probably make you go through a trial, to determine whether you are able to establish a bond with that dragon or not. Because that's one of the things I liked about Dragon Riders of Pern, is this idea that you and your dragon do not just start out as friends. You actually have to work to survive the dragon actually hatching, because it will try to rip off your face, and then you actually have to work to prove to the dragon that you are worthy. Okay, tandem attack. You can forego one of your attacks to command the dragon to make one rend attack. You can do it like Pokemon, where you don't have high enough gym badge. You can still work with the dragon. It just won't do what you want all the time. Yeah. Unless dragon just do baby bird impression things. Well, they do. Like in Dragon Riders of Pern, they do impress on you like a baby bird. That's just after their urge to kill you has subsided. You and your dragon at level 18 have resistance to force and psychic damage. They're just hungry. That's right, my little monsters. Remember to feed your dragons, or else they will rip your face off. Okay? Okay, so then we have Oath of the Noble Genies, a Paladin subclass. It's a little dino. I fed mine last night. You have a cute lizard, don't you? That's right, you have... I keep forgetting. Okay, so this is... Here, let me just go back up real quick. Okay, this is a new Unearthed Arcana. And it just is giving us some new-ish subclasses. So we've just been kind of going over them. No, not like in too much detail, but like enough to just kind of take a look at it. But if you do forget to feed your dragon, you can make it up to it by feeding... No! I'm not going to ever feed any of my little monsters to my dragon. That's not gonna happen. Okay, so we can take a little bit of a look at this. Okay. Okay, so this looks like kind of an interesting paladin subclass. This looks much more elemental in nature, which is kind of an interesting look. Elemental Smite. let's see what they get for spells. I'm kind of curious. So, Chromatic Orb, Elementalism, Thunderous Smite, Mirror Image, Phantasmal Forest, okay. I guess. Alright, I guess those make sense. Okay, so my dragon Inca eats ink cap mushrooms. They actually help her to resupply her ink. So I have to make sure that she has enough of those to eat. Otherwise, she won't have enough ink to help me with all my writing and stuff. But luckily, we have a patch. A very nice, friendly ink cap mushrooms. I don't know if I have, like, a picture readily available of one. But in my mind, they're, like, kind of gooey, and they have, like, this kind of cool coloring of, like, purple and blue, and some, of course, black or other dark coloring. They definitely have, like, a phosphorescence about them. Mushrooms, you say? Could there be a mushroom gal at some point? Well, yes, that's why I described the mushrooms that we have as being very friendly. So, my dragon and said patch of mushrooms have a very interesting relationship. I will just leave it at that for now. Too much cactus juice, apparently. Maybe they're friendly. Okay, wait. Whoa. No. Okay, so sorry to skip ahead, but this caught my attention. Minor Wish is something that these paladins get at level 20. I mean, I guess so, since they seem to be obviously associated with genies, but also, I mean, I think they should have used some different wording for this, because if it's just making sure they succeed, they could just call it, like, lucky, or, like, blessing of the genies, or something. Because I saw Minor Wish, and I'm just like, oh no, what is this? I actually had cactus juice once. It was actually pretty good, but it has to be fresh. Yeah, I would agree on that one. So we have... I don't know. I mean, I think this paladin could be cool if you really want to, like, channel that sort of genie-esque, like, elemental vibe. I don't know if I'm, like, vibing with it, though. Well, yeah, I mean, I get it for the genie vibe. Yeah, I mean, I can understand that part. I don't know if I'm really vibing with this. Also, I just realized, I think I probably skipped this whole section over here to do with the Dragon Rider, because my eyes. But I just realized we have gravity breath. That is cool. I love that. Anyway. Did you know that genies actually stole the wish thing from demons? I did not know that. But what's interesting is in some Middle Eastern kind of thoughts about this kind of stuff, there are creatures known as jinn. And they can be both good or neutral or not so good presence. Well, they burn the weight of the world upon you. Oh my lord. Okay. Do we want to look at the ranger just for the heck of it? See what happens? Like, people, like, you don't want to fall in with, like, Elon Musk. No. So, like, that's the thing. Is, from, like, a Middle Eastern world view, jinn comprise, like, a whole group of spirits and entities, basically. Okay, let's take a look at Winter Walker and see what this is. Although I think it's pretty obvious by the name what it's going to be focusing on here. So that they have like bonuses for. No, I grew up in the Arctic. I know what I'm doing. I know. Yeah, I was gonna say for Icewind Dale or like the Frost Maiden thing. Frigid Explorer. Frost Resistance. I would say frost immunity at this point. Because, like, if you're adapted to there, like, I think you should have a little bit more than just resistance. Polar Strikes, okay. Hunter's Remit, I think that's how you pronounce that. Or is it Rhyme? I'm never sure. When you cast Hunter's Mark, you gain temporary hit points equal to 1d10 plus your ranger level. Okay. Level 3, Winter Walker spells. Ice Knife, Pass Without Trace, Remove Curse, Ice Storm, Cone of Cold. Rhyme. Okay, there we go. I guess that's fair, Cully. But it just seems like, okay, well... Here's the thing I'm interested in, though. At level 9, Remove Curse. I could see that being a very useful tool to have at level 9. But I'm also like, that's kind of an odd choice for this. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. However, if you already have resistance, that can be boosted further. Well, like, I would say if you already have resistance, and then you take this class, I might say, hey, you could spend roleplay time building up immunity, is what I might say in exchange, so that it's not just, boom, you're just immune now. The tiers go resistance, immunity, heals from being attacked. Yeah, so I think that could work for this class. I think those are some interesting choices, especially the one at level 9, but then again, I don't really remember if there's anything themed that would fit in there that I would put in there instead, so I don't know. Pass Without Trace. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. The one I highlighted, Remove Curse, is just the one that I find like an interesting choice, is all I'm saying. Bloodthirst is for the rogue. Let's not read that yet. We're not even done. I hate it when they're laid out like this, because then I get kind of obviously distracted by what's on here. Because I have to remember, no, it's up. Go up, Tiffy, not down. Go up. Chilling Retribution. When a creature hits you with an attack roll, you can take a reaction to force that creature to make a wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC. Okay. Frozen Haunt. When you cast Hunter's Mark, you can adopt a ghostly snowy form. Cool. This form lasts until the spell ends. Frozen Soul. Never mind. You have immunity to cold damage. When you first adopt this form, at the start of each of your subsequent turns, each creature of your choice in a 15-foot emanation originating from you takes 2d4 cold. Partially incorporeal. Okay, neat. Okay, so this is what they get. I think this is pretty fair. I think it's kind of interesting that they don't really get anything at 20, but I guess they figure, like, hey, we're giving you a snowy form. I guess they figured this is going to be powerful enough. You don't need something at 20. Fair. Scion of the Three. Ooh, rogue. Become a gruesome agent of malice. Yikes. Okay. So this is if you want to play a bloodthirsty out to murder hobo people. This is the rogue subclass for you. Apparently. If your sneak attack hits a bloodied creature, the target takes extra damage of the weapon's type. Okay. Ah, yes, the Splatterina Rogue. Yeah, kind of like that new pal in Pal World with the giant knife. It's the I hate the DM subclass, I guess so. It's the I want to be a murder hobo subclass, which would work good if you had a game full of villains. It would work just fine. Dread Allegiance. Choose one of the three. Bane, Ball, or cool. You gain resistance to one type of damage and the ability to cast a cantrip. Great. So a bit like the Trickster Rogue, just scarier. Strike, Fear, Terrify. Okay, so this is what you can do for a Cunning Strike option. Must make a Wisdom saving throw, or it has the frightened condition for 1 minute. The frightened target repeats the save. Okay. Play the game like it's Skyrim subclass. Yikes. Bolstering Flames. You are one creature you can see within 30 feet of yourself. Gains temporary hit points equal to 1d4 plus your charisma modifier. Radiant Fire. Oh great, you can just deal fire damage. But hold on. I think that's actually for the spell fire class. So hold on. Let me not get turned around here. Okay. Yes, I did get turned around. I was reading the Spellfire stuff. Sleet Storm I think would be a much better choice. Okay, so at level 13, you have Aura of Malevolence. You radiate malignant power associated with one of the dead three. Ooh. And then level 17, Dread Incarnate. You gain the following benefits. Battle Tyrant. You have advantage on attack rolls against any creature with the frightened condition or murderous intent. When you roll for your sneak attack damage, you can treat a roll of 1 or 2 on the die as a 3. That's a pretty extreme title for something that's not, like, super deadly. I thought that was going to be murderous intent. If you do, like, sneak attack, you can just double the damage or something. Okay. Spellfire Sorcery. Let's take a look at this really quickly here. Your innate power stems from the source of magic itself, the weave. This connection manifests as a rare ability known as Spellfire, and you surge with radiant bursts of this raw magic. Okay. Spellfire Burst. Let's see what it does. You can take 1 sorcery point as part of a magic action or a bonus action on your turn, and you can unleash one of the following magical effects of your choice. Okay, so this is where that radiant fire stuff comes in. Rogues of Ball, yes. This is true. That is what I threw at you guys last time. Spellfire spells. Let's see what they give you. Cure Wounds, Guiding Bolt, Lesser Restoration, Scorching Ray. Pretty good. Aura of Vitality, Dispel Magic. At level 5, level 7, Fire Shield, Wall of Fire. Greater Restoration, Flame Strike at level 9. Could be good choices. A bunch of dirges, pretty much. Level 6, Absorb Spells. You always have Counterspell prepared. Wow. That's pretty potent. Additionally, whenever a target fails the saving throw against Counterspell you cast, you regain 1d4 sorcery points. Wow, pretty nice. Level 14, Hone Spellfire. Your Spellfire Burst improves. You add your sorcerer level to the temporary hit points gained from bolstering flames, and 1d6 of Radiant Fire increases to 3d6. Level 18, Crown of Spellfire. As a bonus action, you gain the following benefits for 1 minute. Once you use this bonus action, you can't use it until you finish a long rest, or unless you spend 7 sorcery points. Burning Life Force. Once per turn, when you are hit with an attack roll, you can expend a number of hit die up to a maximum equal to your charisma modifier, minimum 1. Interesting. Okay, so you can have a feature that allows you to heal on the spot without necessarily needing to use a healing spell or a potion. That's kind of cool. Flight. You gain a fly speed of 60 feet and can hover. Why? Okay, I guess Crown of Spellfire, I guess spell avoidance. When you are subjected to a spell or magical effect that allows you to make a saving throw to only take half damage, you instead take no damage. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It reminded me very much of the Borderlands Sirens, They're just like pure, unadulterated magic and can just do stuff when they need. Take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw and only half damage if you fail. You cannot use this benefit if you have the incapacitated condition. Obviously, you're passed out. Okay, so then we have a Blade Singer subclass addition here. Okay. Blade Song now allows you to use your intelligence modifier for attack and damage rolls while Song is active. That's okay, Andy. No worries. No worries. Get the rest you need. The number of uses is now tied to your intelligence modifier. Training in War and Song now grants you proficiency in a skill chosen from the list of options. Once upon a time, would have worked for your lore mama until she got shadow touched. Yeah, unfortunately. Expanded weapon proficiencies. Okay, you can now use a weapon as spellcasting focus. Song of Victory now allows you to make a weapon attack as a bonus action after casting a spell with an action. Blade Song at level 3. As a bonus action, you invoke an elven magic called Blade Song. Okay. So, then we can have other benefits under that. Agility, blade work, and focus. Level 3, training in War and Song. You gain proficiency with all melee martial weapons that don't have two-handed or heavy property. You can use a melee weapon, alright, with which you have proficiency as a focus. Wolfie, welcome in, dear. We're just going over the last little bit of D&D before I'm actually going to raid out to the friend of mine that I wanted to raid yesterday and was not able to. So we're going to get ready to do that. But first, at level 6, you get an extra attack. You can attack twice. Moreover, it says you can cast one of your wizard cantrips that has a casting time of an action in place of one of these attacks. Level 10, Song of Defense. When you take damage while your Blade Song is active, you can take a reaction to expend one spell slot and reduce the damage taken by amount equal to 5 times the spell slot's level. Pretty handy. Song of Victory, level 14. After you cast a spell that has a casting time of an action, you can make one attack with a weapon as a bonus action. Nice, but they also don't have anything beyond that. I guess maybe they decided that what they already had was good enough. I don't know. Seems kind of weird that they didn't just put like some mention of a couple of other things in there at the end. Alrighty. Well, that was that. That was pretty fun to be able to look at that. Yeah, so that was some new Unearth Arcana stuff. I don't look at as much D&D stuff as I used to. But that's just because there's been so much going on with D&D lately. It's like, I don't think I really want to cover this all too much. And I think my friend did send me a message here, so let me check it and So it looks like he is either going to be streaming soon or is kind of already streaming. I'm going to double check so I don't miss him this time. Because yesterday I was supposed to raid out to him and I completely missed out. He is on. Just you wait. Cleo, you are mine. Alright, my little monsters. We need to go right out to my friend. Give him lots of love. Alright, everyone. I will be there hanging out with him for a little while. And you all should do if you can. It would mean the world to me. He's a great friend. And he just had his debut yesterday. So, let's go pay him a visit. Alright, my little monsters. I love you all so very much. And I will see you in the next one. Until then, be good to each other. Take care of each other. And try to stay sane in this crazy old world we live in. Alright, everyone. Good night. Good night.